Hey, how's it going, everybody? Tim with ENT Collectibles here. I'm doing a deck profile for you guys today of an old school deck from the Edison format, one of the more popular alternate formats that exist right now. So this is my favorite deck in this format, so let's get into it then, shall we? Alright. So we'll start with the water stuff. So 3 Deep Sea Diva, 2 Snowman. So Snowman is really good in this format. If you can't play Ryko, a lot of the decks play Snowman, and then I play the one-spine Gilman. It's basically the only real target that you can summon off Deep Sea Diva in this format. It gives 400 attack to every Sea Serpent and Aqua monster. I play the one Treeborn Frog because this card's just very powerful, and Tribute Summoning is still really good in this format. So yeah, let's go into the heroes. 2 Evil Hero Infernal Prodigy. So it's a level 2, which opens up the ability to play like Armory Arm and stuff with the Diva. But also what it does is if you control no monsters, you can special summon it. So you can, if you tribute it for a hero monster, you can draw a card. So if you tribute it for like a Malicious, you'll draw a card, and if you can just tribute it for Caius. So sometimes in this format it's just as simple as special tribute for Caius, and that's really solid. It's also obviously a hero monster, so you can use it to Miracle Fusion and summon your absolute zero, so important. 2 Malicious. It is a semi-limited card in this format, along with the limited Stratos. And then I play the one of Diamond Dude. So Diamond Dude's pretty good. There's not that many normal spells in the deck, but there's some tricks that you can do in the deck, which we'll go over here in a minute. Talk about a few like standard kind of concepts. 3 Caius. It honestly might be the best card in this format. It's up there. It's among them. Just a lot of things that you can. That banishing is huge against. Stardust Dragon. You get to deal 1,000 if it's a dark monster. So you can, tribute to deal with the Gores. Tribute to deal with, like I already mentioned, Stardust Dragon, and there's all sorts of other monsters that, a removal would be nice. Removing a Sat Ryko, for example, just tons of utility. And then on for like some one-of monsters. Start with the limited ones: Gores, Emissary of Darkness, Dark Arm Dragon, and Sangan. I think these are all pretty self-explanatory, very powerful. So is Gores. Sangan's just good. Then I play one of Plague Spreader, and then one of Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight is good. Lets you send Plague, lets you send Mally. You can do all sorts of other things like that. And then for the spell lineup, I play the 3 Miracle Fusion. In this format, there's really not a format where Miracle Fusion is not powerful. Even in current Yu-Gi-Oh, the one of Miracle Fusion is really strong. In this format, it's really difficult to deal with because a lot of times you're investing real resources to make a big monster, but Miracle Fusion, for just in the flow of game, is just a big monster. Then Allure of Darkness and Destiny Draw. Some people omit this card. I think it's really worth it to play it. You play Plague Spreader in the deck, so if you draw it, you can stack it and then use Diamond Dude's effect. So it's one of like the cool little tricks that you can do. But oftentimes if you draw it, you're going to be able to send Malicious, off of Stratos or whatnot. Also, you can search Diamond Dude and send it. So all around, I think it's just a really nice card to have in this format. Brain Control, powerful card. Rhoda, limited card obviously. So is Mystical Space Typhoon. So is Future Fusion. This might be the best card in the whole deck. Heavy Storm, and then the one of Enemy Controller, because it's really cheeky with like Diva, because you're going to summon Diva and it's going to summon you another monster. Sometimes you don't need 2 tuners, and that's a way to use that card. Also, Fiendish Chain. This is the first real format where we see Fiendish Chain see some significant play. So it's a way to get around Fiendish Chain too. Just all around a really good card. Then for the traps, 2-Dimensional Prison. As we mentioned, Stardust Dragon's a big player in this format. Also, if you summon your own Stardust Dragon, you're going to want to protect it from Goyo. These deal with both of those things. Colossal Fighter's a great card as well. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast is just really flexible. Good against extra deck cards. Good to set the game back some turns if you need to with some continuous spell and traps. Obviously, Royal Oppression is a major one in this format. And then, of course, the limited card Judgment, the limited card Torrential Tribute, limited card Mirror Force, and then I play 1 Dust Tornado. Since Mystical Space Typhoon is a limited card. In the extra deck, I play Armory Arm because you can. Ally of Justice Cataster is very good. Sea Dragon Lord. This card is not played in a lot of decks ever in the history of its being played. This is actually its only print. Diva-HERO is one of the few decks you can play it in. What it does is if a monster with less than 1,000 attack gets sent to the graveyard this turn, then it becomes 3,000. So it's just like, in this deck you can be like, you know, you can end up going Special Summon, you know, Special Summon Prodigy, Normal Summon, you know, Diva effect, get Diva, Special Summon, I don't know, say Mally, or instead of, let's say you just have a flipped up Snow Man-Eater, just you make this guy, you make like a level 8, this guy's 3,000, 3,000 is a good number. It's a pretty strong card. If situations come up, it helps, it boosts, it's boosted by Gilman, and then it also boosts up your, you know, Absolute Zero, obviously. Brionic, one of the best cards of all time. Original Goyo Guardian, very powerful card in this format, bigger than almost everything. The only thing it doesn't really do well up against extra deck wise is Colossal Fighter, generically in the format. Black Rose Dragon, powerful card. Stardust Dragon, Dark End Dragon, the card that we all didn't have in this format, but if you're going to play in this format, everyone else is going to play with it, so you better have it too. Thought Ruler Archfiend, Colossal Fighter, like I mentioned, very powerful card. Mistworm, could cut this, doesn't really happen very much. And then 3 Elemental Hero, Absolute Zero, and 1 Chimera Tech Fortress, because aside the Cyber Dragons. In the side deck, this is the side deck that I'm playing for this. The 2 Cyber Dragon, as I mentioned before, good against Machina stuff, which is pretty relevant in this format. Gadgets, that type of thing. Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, good against Vayu Turbo. Not only removes things, but also makes it to where your opponent can't remove things from their graveyard. Pretty good in this mirror match too, because if you can summon that and support it, it's really difficult for them to come back and win because they can't use Miracle Fusion against you. DD Crow, one of the best hand traps in this format. Fizzles Vayu, can remove Mally, can remove a Fortress, just all sorts of like good utility. 2 Lightning Vortex, very powerful card, used on very specific decks in the format, oftentimes against decks like Light Sworn or other decks that just kind of put a lot of things in play. Machina, it's a good one against that. Just an easy way to clear things off. Nobleman a cross up because Raikou is one of the best cards in the entire format. You definitely want to have an answer to this. Also, there's some people that play Gravekeeper Spy, whether it's the Flamvell deck or Gravekeepers. Soul Release, kind of a similar concept to Kaiku. Removes things from the graveyard, so that's incredibly powerful. You want to be able to use that and have that for, you know, your Vayu Turbo matchups. Light Sworn, try to mess up to where they don't have 4 names. Disrupt things for Dark-Armed Dragon, just so on and so forth. I like Double Trap Stun. I could have put more Dust Tornadoes in here, but I'm a big fan of this card. Trap Stun can really put your opponent in a tough spot. You know, they have a Royal Oppression, you Trap Stun, they can't Oppression you this turn, but now Oppression's back on after you make your own board. Really powerful stuff. And then the last one is Starlight Road, because Starlight Road's really good against Light Sworns, really good against Black Wings, like pure Black Wings with Icarus attack and stuff like that. And then, yeah, just overall a great card. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys taking a look at this old school Edison deck profile. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.